Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is the first one I've ever done with somebody of this podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the Mayflower.
I feel so. There's either up or down. I'm going to either set the standard really high, or it's going to be terrible.
This may never air. I mean, welcome back to the Strategic Motion podcast. Strategic Motion. What is that? It's about being strategic with the motion on screens.
Yeah, I saw what you did there, Troy. That was good.
Saw that?
The strategic motion on screens.
Right.
Okay.
So video, moving pictures.
Like motion pictures.
pictures.
Strategically placed motion pictures.
That's right.
Now I get the name. Now I understand. Thank you.
Yeah. So here with me today is our first guest on Strategic Motion. It's Mr. Jason Garraway. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hopefully you have more guests after I'm done today. So
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see if this ever gets aired. So Jason's a good friend of mine. Jason, tell the audience like what you do. You own a health insurance business.
I do. So do a number of things. So professionally own 316 Health Insurance, specializes in solving health insurance problems for folks who have to buy it on their own, whether they're self-employed, small business, Medicare retirees, but also own 316 Real Estate LLC, which is a small real estate team here in Wichita. So,
yeah.
And then, a bunch of other stuff too, but that's what I make money at anyway.
Very good.
Yeah.
And you've used strategic motion in all those businesses.
I never really thought of it that way of that, but yes, we have strategically used video to help both of those businesses stand out among our competition and tell the story of who we are and what we do. So 100%.
In using video, what problems were you trying to solve with using video there?
Well, I don't know that I first started using video to solve a problem. I actually thought that the novelty of having testimonial videos was pretty cool. And since we know each other from various networking events, and I've just heard you, give your spiel enough, I thought, man, those actually sound pretty cool. I wonder what it would look like if we got 5 or 6 people behind a camera to tell the story of how we've been able to help them. So as folks would maybe search for us online, maybe it'd be something that would stand out a little bit differently than just having the Google reviews or Facebook reviews. So I don't know that I was trying to solve a problem at first more than just capture the story a little bit to sell what we do to potential customers. But, ask me that question now after having walked down that path for a number of years. We use video to do a number of things. First of all, obviously for marketing, not only do we do testimonial videos with you, but we also launched a YouTube channel that you've helped us quite a bit on. I got to thinking the other day, we're probably close to pushing 800 videos that you've recorded for us for our YouTube channel, whether it's reels or shorts or whatever. So being able to educate and empower people and really help them understand and turn the lights on in a market that really is confusing and chaotic has been something that we use video for. But our testimonial videos, I started with 5 or 6, but I think we've got close to 40 testimonial videos on our website.
Yeah.
And what I found is we're able to use those in our conversations, our sales conversations, when we're dealing with clients, because let's face it, in health insurance, nobody comes to health insurance thinking it's going to be a great experience, right? They come in the door thinking they're going to be taken advantage of. They don't know what they don't know. They've got these walls of defenses up. They think they know what they want. They don't want to share really the frustrations and fears that they have because they don't know the guy who's across the table, if they're going to take advantage of them or not.
Yeah. And a lot of that stuff can be really personal too.
Oh my gosh, yes, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. And to be honest, none of us like to buy through insecurity.
Right.
If I don't know what I want at the store, even though I know what I want to buy, but I'm insecure about it, when the guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, Jason, can I help you find something in the store?" I'm like, "No, I'm just browsing."
Right.
And that's 100% bogus.
Yeah.
But, there's this insecurity that we have, when we go to sell or to buy, and the same thing is true, in the health insurance space. So what we found is we solve a lot of the same problems over and over and over again in our business. And so being able to capture testimonial videos of people that tell their story in their own words of how we help them solve their problems helps us in these sales conversations or discovery meetings to help the current client understand, hey, there's somebody else that your story sounds just like, Susie's over here or Joe's over here, that we can go right to that video, help them watch it, scroll through it, and they can recognize, number one, they're not alone in their insecurity. Number two, we actually are pretty good at solving that problem, because here's some other people that have gotten behind a camera, and that takes a lot of courage, I think, for a client to get behind a camera to tell their story. But here we've had 40 of them do that. We don't pay them to do it, and they're. I think I've had 2 people of the 42 that we've asked, 2 people said no. One out of fear, the other one because they were a financial advisor and just had to go through compliance. So they're wanting to come do that for us, and what it's done is it's fueled our abilities to connect with our clients through strategically using motion pictures on our website and our marketing.
There you go.
So there you go. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and there's been quite a handful of them that have come in and sat down and said, I'm really nervous about this, but
well, that's where your expertise is amazing.
Yeah.
You come with a game plan. We don't even, I think the first one or two series that we did, we did it ourselves and brought them in. But from that point forward, you and your company have handled it from start to finish. We give you a list of people, you reach out to them, you schedule them. You've got the questions they're going to answer. And even people who feel like they did a terrible job when they see the finished product, when you edit those things together, man, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. And for me personally, anytime I wonder in my own business, am I doing the right thing? Am I making a difference? And am I just, wasting my time like a hamster on a hamster wheel? I can play a couple of testimonial videos that light me up to remind myself that I'm right where I'm supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to do, and helping the people that I'm supposed to help. Yeah,
I'm glad you brought that up, because I got some video testimonials done for my own business, for Trussell Media, and I'm one that can kind of get in a rut and start, thinking like, am I doing this right? What am I doing with my business? That kind of thing. And kind of take a few steps back. But if I think about those testimonials and go rewatch them, man, it just brings me back to like, it just it refuels
it charges
me,
you
right?
Up. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
No, it's really cool. And not just that, but the entire staff. I mean, we have a staff of 13 people, and we can, we can take them to those testimonial videos, and they can see the people that, in tears sometimes on their videos, talk through the impact that we've been able to make for them. And it's I don't know, it helps you feel like you're living out a greater calling, more than just, I'm trying to make some money with my business.
Right.
I'm actually making a difference. So
yeah, those client testimonials are good for potential clients, and they're good for motivating staff and motivating yourself to get out there and help more people with what you do.
We also use them in our lobby. So I kind of joke, as people come into 316 Health Insurance, we've got kind of a waiting area, and we've got a TV up there that goes through all of our testimonial videos, the website videos that we've done to introduce our company and what we're about. And I'll joke with sometimes people, and I don't know if this is a good joke or bad joke, but I'll say, man, it's kind of like Nazi Germany around here. We sit you down, we fill you full of propaganda before we bring you back to the back room. But what we found is it really helps elevate trust, and people watch those things, which is another problem, I guess, that we help solve strategically with the motion pictures that you allow us, that we get through Trussell Media. Is how do we build trust? How do I build trust quicker to lead people to where we want them to go in what we do?
So which, if you had to pick one video that we've filmed for you, like which one has had the biggest impact?
Oh man, it'd be Sue Wingert's video. Sue Wingert's a lady who came to us in middle of stage 3 cancer.
I remember her.
Yep, trying to get access to care. And she even jokes, laughs in the video. She says, "Poor Jason didn't make a dime off of me, but he was able to help me go where I wanted to go, see who I wanted to see." And the Wingerts have actually become good friends over the years. But that's always a special one. And we also have a video, believe it or not, that gets a lot of plays. It's a video of one of our employees that fell in a hallway trying to,
the security cam footage.
Yes, that's always, we show that one quite a bit just for team morale. It's kind of fun, but yeah, those are a couple of the ones that really stand out. And as we've expanded beyond our video usage, more than just me being the owner of the company, and we've brought in a lot of our employees to do videos, whether it's our Hispanic division being able to speak to the Hispanic market, our other advisors, and just watching their own growth and their ability to tell our story in their own words helps us appeal to more people with various personality types. So
So another thing I want to talk to you about, in marketing videos, sometimes you try things and they don't work.
Yeah.
So we sat down.
There is no rhyme or reason to that stuff. I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And I mean, I run a video agency, and some stuff just doesn't work.
Yeah.
It depends on a whole host of number of things, like what your business is and repeating stuff online. The algorithms don't like it or not, or what. So we launched shorts for 1 full year. We did 2 shorts every day.
We did.
For a year.
We did.
Looking back on that, we thought it was going to be fantastic.
We did.
We thought it was going to blow up.
We did.
It didn't.
It didn't.
But 2.5 years later, I think, we finally got a couple of those reels over the 1,000 mark.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one's over almost 10,000.
So, I mean, something worked and something finally kicked in.
Yeah.
So what do you think did that?
I think that with video, like any other type of marketing, it's not about the quick return.
Right.
It's about laying a foundation that people discover as you answer the questions that need to be answered. We all have life changes, right? Things happen to us, and people are no longer going to their buddies to find the answer. They're going to AI, they're going to Google, and they're doing a lot of research because there's a lot of tools available. And being able to have enough information out there that is clear, consistent, and empowering to people and educates them, I think is key to that. So the videos we did that were more, hey, 316 is amazing, come use us because we're cool, those types of videos, I think are a waste of our time. I think the videos that we sit down and we, our most viewed video that's over 10,000 is simply called The Truth About the Affordable Care Act. That's all it is. It's a minute long, and I've gotten more engagement off of that one short that we released, almost 3 years ago than anything else, because people are still interested and they're trying to do research, and as needs change, as their life changes, they look for those things, and so that I think has been key. It's kind of like nobody puts a billboard on the side of the highway expecting people to call their business off the billboard. It's just laying that foundation of who you are and that familiarity that I think video has done really well for, at least in a reactionary way. The proactive ways we've used videos is through our email marketing to clients. Again, in our sales consultations, we help a lot of small businesses try to figure out the health insurance problem, because health insurance in a small business is hard to do the traditional way.
Oh, yeah.
And so we lead them to look at it differently, which bends the brain a little bit on our approach, but we still get it done and we can solve a lot of problems. But because it's different, being able to refer back to videos we produce that either explain how that system works, or from the testimonial standpoint, just elevates that trust. And so proactively using those, we've seen a whole lot more out of those videos than just throwing them out to the to the great World Wide Web and hoping that the masses are just like, oh my gosh, there's a new video from 316 Health Insurance. Right. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, I guess if we threw water on people all over the place, we'd probably get a lot more views and follows, I would guess. But
buckets of water?
Buckets. Well, yeah, they did like the ice bucket challenge years
ago.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
Went nuts. And
yeah.
But that's not what we wanted. Yeah, it doesn't really fit our space. So
yeah, I would agree with that. So way before client testimonials,
buy health insurance or else.
Right. Bucket of money, maybe. That might work.
Bucket of money.
Mr. Beast ought to do that. He's got plenty of it.
There you go.
So way back before we ever did client testimonials, we did some videos in your basement.
We did.
And that sounds sketchy, but not sketchy. We did the.
We never even used them.
We never. There's no. They're still in the vault.
They're in the vault. Okay.
They're in the Garraway vault.
The Garraway vault. Yes.
Well, you know how Disney has their vault and
yes.
they bring out movies. Yeah, this is like
wonderful.
The Garraway vault. Do you ever have plans to use those?
I do. I don't know about those videos. I think I'm going to redo those videos, but the idea is solid, and it was an education piece for our real estate. It was a home buying boot camp and home seller series, and both of those were designed to educate and empower home buyers and home sellers to know the system. Real estate is a slimy industry. Most agents, keep all of the information to themselves and treat their clients like mushrooms. They keep them in the dark and they feed them dirt. And that's just, I hate doing business that way. So the idea was, how do we put together a series that people go through, kind of an educational series where they can, get a workbook and they can learn what the home buying process looked like from start to finish. So that way, as they go through the process, they know what the next steps are. Mm-hmm. And I'm just, I guess, smart enough or dumb enough to believe that if I can just help people understand how it works, they're smart enough to make up their own choices. And if they're not smart enough, maybe they shouldn't be buying a house because you got to learn some stuff, right? So that was the idea, and then use that as a lead funnel. And while they're great videos, we just never converted at the end. We can talk about Jason's shortcomings, And now it's been like 5 years, so I would actually redo those videos to make them current for the post, COVID market. But so that's been fantastic. Also did client testimonial videos with real estate, and we use a whole lot for, just setting our listings apart with drone work and video work of the houses that we sell, regardless of the price point. If it's video ready, we'll video it. Whether it's a $100,000 house or $1 million property, we'll video it, just because I think that gives potential buyers what they need to see in order to be competitive. And
yeah, it's one of the best ways to show a house is through video.
Yep.
So yeah. All right. Well, the last question I'm going to ask everybody. Because back in 4th grade, when I first picked up a camera, the reason I picked it up is because I wanted to make movies. So I'm a big fan of movies.
Okay.
And I want to ask you, what's your favorite movie, or one movie that made the most impact in your life?
I'm going to answer that a little differently. What's the one movie that if it's on TV, I will always finish watching?
Hey, yeah, that's a good one.
Always be Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Always, yeah.
Fantastic.
1989, Harrison Ford. I mean, it's a great film all the way through,
Saw it in the theater at a friend's birthday party.
Yeah. We named the dog Indiana, I think is out of that one. So
it is.
Yeah. And then a close second would be the Matrix series. So I'm a huge Matrix fan. I got the box DVD set where they had a theologian, a philosopher, and a movie guy all giving comments about how the Matrix applied in theology and philosophy. And so if you want to get deep on the imagery that's in the Matrix, I'm your guy. Happy to come back for that.
We'll have to do a Matrix episode because in episode 1, that's actually the movie I talked about.
Really?
Being like one of my favorite movies.
Oh, it's great. It's great. Yeah, 100%.
I went into the theater with 2 of my buddies from college, not even knowing what it was about, and walked out of there with our jaw like dragging the ground.
Absolutely.
It was the most phenomenal thing I've ever seen. Like it was an amazing movie. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Look forward to another episode being all about the Matrix series.
Let's do it. Jared Rucker needs to be on that.
Yeah, we'll have him as a guest as well. Good. We'll definitely do that. Well, Jason, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Being my first guest.
Yeah.
And look forward to working with you some more.
Appreciate it.
And thanks for tuning in to the Strategic Motion Podcast. Look for episode 3 dropping soon.